Hello walkers, and welcome to Golden, Colorado. It is late February, but it is 45 degrees Fahrenheit and I think that's 10 degrees Celsius. And along with that comes a concomitant wind from the mountains, which is not entirely unwelcome. I am loving this little town, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about here in a second as I take you through Golden, Colorado. Just a few things. My name is Henry, and I will be your proxy walker, your virtual travel guide today. And check us out on Facebook and on Twitter and Instagram. You'll find us there. Just do a city walk search. You'll find us with the icon. We are crossing, I think it's Clear Creek. You can see that it's been frozen. It's been quite cold here, like it has been in a lot of parts of the country. And a beautiful creek coming out of the mountains. This whole valley is pretty amazing. Give us a like, a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified of new videos. And most of all, of course, leave us comments. I love reading your comments, your stories, your connections to these places, your feedback, your ideas on how to make these things better. So let's have that, if you don't mind. I am stoked about Golden. I've never actually been here. Of course, I've heard about it because of the Coors Brewery plant here, which is absolutely massive. It fills up the valley as you drive in on, I think it's Route 58. We're on Washington Avenue now, just crossed Clear Creek, and we're gonna come up to 11th, where they have this awesome statue of a, a cowboy with a rope and a 6-gun fishing for trout. And I just love this statue. It'd be sweet to figure out a way to get that into as a smaller size. There's just so much going on here. I mean, it's ludicrous, but it's kind of fun too. You can see the mountains in the background there. It's very snowy, beautiful stuff. Across here. There are several hotels and restaurants, of course, and cafes and gift shops. In fact, this one at Washington at 11th is the Golden Hotel. Sorry to be swinging it around so fast. And the Bridgewater Grill is a nice restaurant there. I'm going to start off on the, this one's empty, shadowy side here, so I'm not filming into the sun. Love this awesome welcome to Golden sign. And the snow has gone from 0 degrees and crunchy this morning to 45 degrees and slushy and sticky this afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock, by the way. Sign, people setting up tents for outdoor dining. Windy Saddle Coffee and Food. Neat old downtown buildings, of course, Western style. And I will probably come back down this main street on the other side to see the side we're walking on, so don't worry about that. Lots of statues along the road here. Old Capitol Grill and Smokehouse smells fantastic. And of course they've got the requisite music playing out here, which always plays havoc with my YouTube settings. This is 12th Street. And what's going to happen, the plan here, before I get down to the history of the town and little facts about it, is we're going to walk up the street, down the other side, and then we'll get back into the neighborhoods. Hopefully that'll be acceptable, and we'll give you a nice little walk here. Cross against the light. You can see the Coors factory down there. It is massive. So, Golden, founded as Golden City after someone named Golden during a gold rush in 1859. At one point it was the territorial capital before it changed over to Denver. It was the capital of Jefferson Territory, which I never knew even existed. So interesting there. And if you get a chance, I usually put a post to the Wikipedia article in the YouTube description. It's got a very lengthy and pretty interesting history of the area and the city. And so I would highly recommend taking some moments to follow through and read that. That's a great little shops along here. Excuse me. It's not a big town. I forget what the population is now. I think it's close to 20,000. So not big, but it's pretty charming down here. And beautiful area, absolutely beautiful area. The Coors, it's known, I'll always known about it because of the Coors, brewed in Golden, Colorado. Brewed in Golden, Colorado. And when we come back, we're going to go up there for sure. And I didn't know much about it. I've never really been in here, so it's a pretty nice little treat. Somebody's getting their skis taken care of. And Coors, which is this massive beer company now, founded in 1873, I think, 79, by Adolf Coors and another guy that Adolf Coors eventually bought out when they bought a beer recipe from a Czech immigrant and started that. And then Adolf Coors bought him out. He put in $2,000 originally. Well, here's the Table Mountain Inn. Very thematic and interesting. And then Adolf Coors eventually bought out his partner. Be interesting to hear the history behind that. And then, of course, they weathered the Prohibition years because they had other enterprises going, including, I think, some ceramics and selling malted milk to the Mars Company and brewing near beer or non-alcoholic beer. Love this butte off to the side. It's really nestled in here. This town. Oh, here comes the wind. Cross over. I'll give you a little, I'll give you a view. Did I lose my audio? Or just my earphone? Sorry, just lost my earphone. A view of downtown here. Before I cut back over to the sidewalk. I'm really impressed with how many people wear their masks outside here. That's just not really done in Livingston or Bozeman. A little bit in Bozeman. You can see how close a proximity the mountains are here, and these aren't even the big ones. My oldest son, would be a little shocked that I don't know which mountains those are. He's a big fan. This is Woody's wood-fired pizza. Smells good too. And of course the outdoor dining sections. And an old miner here. That's pretty cool. And then of course the music that I have to talk over as I show you this cute burro trying to get the gold from the miner. And as we come up to 13th Street. I know it may seem repetitive to go up one side and then back down another, but I really feel like you get a different view and a different perspective of a place just by changing direction, changing sides of the street. Cross over here. And then you can see up there mountains. And then down, well, no. The gate to the Coors is off to the right, but it's not really much to see from here. They must have gotten a lot of snow recently, or else people just don't take care of it. Sidewalks are clear, but that's about it. You see it's on the chairs, out in the patios. And that's not a criticism, as long as the sidewalks are clear, I don't really mind. I can only imagine how busy this must get in the summer. In the 80s, the city really kind of tanked apparently with the collapse of the oil boom, much like Denver. But in the 90s and early 2000s, the community put a lot more money back into the downtown area and have really rebuilt it and made it really nice. You can see the Coors plant down there. Massive, massive deal. It's a huge bison sculpture, not as big as a real bison. Probably weighs as much. It's such a change to have this warm weather after a couple weeks of how cold it's been. Sub-zero Fahrenheit weather. Now to be at 45, it seems almost like spring. I don't know, really know when spring arrives here, but it's got to be another month or two. Well, that's ridiculous. I'm going to make a right down 11th Street and head back up. This is all brand new apartments, looks like. So we're going to have to, excuse me, loop down this way, I think. Just a little bit. More of that wind. Trying to block the microphone so you guys don't get blasted out of off your treadmills. Interesting, when I first got here, the wind was going in a completely different direction. And right there, it's swirling around a little bit. This is all a big parking garage here on the right. go down here towards the Coors plant and get a little bit of idea part of how big part of it is. I think this is offices to the right here. To alternate between zipping up and unzipping for temperature regulation. Gosh, look at that car's wheels. How does it even move? So this is the very front of the Coors plant. I don't even know how big it is, but it's massive. We got big ring cycles over here to the right. I'm not sure what street this is. Coming up on 12th though. I'm gonna loop back towards downtown. And we'll serpentine our way around, if that's okay. Barrels and Bottles Brewery. Colorado has a lot of breweries, and I wish I were in a position to go sample more of them. Pardon my sniffles. Off to the left there is the post office. Looks like they're taking down their Christmas lights. We got the music playing there, of course, and I don't want to have to get hit with a copyright issue there. So this is Jackson Street, I believe. There's that parking garage, of course. You can see how warm it is. It's really, oh, pizza. Really melting the snow down. Another parking garage over that way. And then these little igloos for outdoor dining. Those are kind of cool. I think you can take a tour of the brewery, Coors Brewery. These are pretty sweet. I kind of like these clear ones. I bet they get pretty warm when the sun's out. And look how much they have to anchor them to keep them from blowing away. You would definitely have to do that. I don't even think you can get that to work in Livingston. Prospector's Alley. Looks like something without some outdoor dining out there. Pardon me. The other side of the alley. We got a little puppy dog coming.
I don't know.
It occurred to me on an earlier walk that I don't have to talk the whole time. I know some of you enjoy it. But I do like to call out interesting things and our locations, such as 12th and Washington here. You remember that sign. We're going to keep going down 12th eventually. Nice little barber shop here. And Trailhead Tap House and Kitchen. I'm gonna go over to this Astor House and check that out real quick. Looks pretty historic. Oh wow, look out here. Hillside full of cool buildings. We'll make our way up that way. We are on our way to Arapahoe Street, Astor House. For those of you not from the US, the Arapahoe is a Native American tribe. They are a Native American tribe. That looks like it's been around since, well, it says rehab. I can't read the other part. The historical marker. This is all public paid parking. In a lot of spots, there's, well, where I parked, closer to the bridge, there's 2-hour parking. And then you have to move your car. Not sure what this giant castle-looking building is. It's pretty cool though. That rounded rock must have come from the river. I'm guessing. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe that music is not popular enough to hit YouTube's algorithm. Looks like a couple of restaurants in there. Beautiful spot. And we're gonna walk back down here towards this butte. So there's Prospector's Alley on the other side of Washington. Looks like this is Miners Alley. Old cowboy statue.
Nice compliment, huh? Right. And
Interesting.
I said, yeah, I have been. And I said, this is for something else.
Some cool murals here. I'm having a hard time saying that. And somebody is cooking up some wood-fired something. It is delicious. Smelling anyway. Oh, I didn't mention, I don't think, that the School of Mines, Colorado School of Mines, is also here. Just gonna go ahead and cross. Applesauce. If anybody knows offhand how many people are employed at the Coors factory, I'd be interested to hear that. Some more ice fishing huts to allow for outdoor dining. That just makes sense. This is 2 or 3 salons that I've passed and spas that I've passed just in the last few minutes. guess I'm gonna cross over here. We're on Jackson Street. Love how sunny and bright it is. I can't get over how they fit the Coors factory into this valley and canyon. It's massive. I know I keep yammering on about that. It really is big. I'll swing around here in a second and give you another view of it. Part of it, really, because you can see it there, and I can smell the malt now, but see it there, and it just keeps going in that direction for about a half mile or a mile. Maybe not a mile, half mile maybe. It's big. And I'll try to stop harping on that. Maybe. This is called the Dun Inn over there.
Interesting.
Some tight streets. Somebody's flying their drone over here. Oh, something smells so unbelievably good. Might be that Thai restaurant. Maybe I'm just getting hungry. And I think we're just going to go up hill and work our way back down through the neighborhood. I think we're at 5,000 feet of elevation. Let me look that up. It's like 5,700 feet. Some neat old houses up in here. I like this birdhouse. That's cool. Ooh, I like these old houses up here on the right. I'm excited about that. And I'm going to cross over. The Foothills Art Center. Looks like it might have been an old church. You can see the wind on that flag back there. Kind of kicks up from time to time. I love a good wraparound porch too. the Sherpa House. It's a restaurant and cultural center. Looks pretty cool. Coming up on 16th Street. You can see mountains out there. Some mountains, foothills. Pardon my pronunciation. Sherpa landscaping too, I guess. All part and parcel. And then we've got these massive modern buildings. Well, I'm not going to go up there because there's pointless. But I'll cut through this parking lot, see what we can find over here. It's all about exploring and discovering here at City Walks, which is just another way of saying I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see to the right of that brick building with the hills stretching off into the distance. Those are pretty cool. Engineering Annex. I wonder if that's a city building. I like it. There it comes. You can hear the wind. You can see the snow being picked up off the roofs and blown around. It's not cold. I mean, not very cold. Hopefully it's not making the lens all wet. Can't tell because my eyesight is poor. I'm trying to wear sunglasses to protect my eyes, and I'm looking into the sun. So a confluence of negating factors. Remember back when I said I don't have to talk all the time? Seems I can't help myself. That's all right, I'm enjoying it. Hope you are too. This looks like a nice park up here and a cool sculpture of some sort. I wonder if this is the School of Mines. That would make sense. Hill Hall over there. This is the Green Center. Geophysical Engineering, Friedhof Hall, Bunker Auditorium, Metals and Petroleum Halls, etc. This must be the School of Mines. Add it to the campus tour list. Look at that. Looks like the Kennedy Center almost. I guess not really. There's that cool sculpture. Yep, Colorado School of Mines. According to Google Maps, that's the Coors Tech Center for Applied Sciences over there. I think that is Alderson Hall. And straight ahead, maybe Department of Geology and something else. Pardon my sniffles. I got a 50-50 chance of remembering to put this under the campus playlist. But since we're here, we might as well keep going, don't you think? Guggenheim, Simon Guggenheim Hall. Straight ahead. Statue of some burros. Kind of synonymous with miners for some reason. Suppose they're strong and cheap. Maybe. Kind of neat old buildings. Really tucked in here, right at the base of these hills. Berthoud Hall. There's a Berthoud Pass somewhere, I think in Montana. Could be wrong about that. Looks like somebody was teaching class outside. Some helmets at least. All right, I think off to the left is a student recreation center, a modern building. Not entirely sure. This might be the student center. I don't know. What's what here? Sort of traditional residence halls over there. I don't know what makes them traditional. Maybe it's a euphemism for old. And I will let you know the street that we're turning into as soon as I see a sign. Mines Geology Trail, there's a little sign for that. This is the Arthur Lakes Library off to the right. And off to the left is McNeil Hall, that modern building. Pardon me. I'm covering up the microphone and my hand is rubbing against the jacket. That's that weird sound. Intramural fuel. McNeil Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. I like the sound of that. And we are on Maple Street, approaching 14th Street. I think that's the Volk Gymnasium. And over to the left is the Mines Museum of Earth Science, or the Geology Museum, as it says on the outside. You can see the hills going off along there and all the way kind of around. It's really nestled in here. Volk Gymnasium. I like this old one too. Looks like an old gymnasium of some sort. Steinhauer Field House. I like this old ironwork and these burrows and other stuff. I can't go. There's music in there to the bane of my urban existence. Let's see. Let's duck back this way and see if we can find some more cool houses. I would not have guessed that. Whoa, that's a icy spot. That didn't feel good. I wouldn't have guessed that a school of mines would have an athletic department. Seems like a pretty technical school, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess everybody needs to have a football team. This is Illinois Street, or as I like to tease my wife, Illinois. Cool building. I like it. All right, we'll go down this way a little way to find some more houses. It's like the Golden Willow Apartments over there. Well, I thought we were on 14th. That's 13th. 13th in Illinois. There's some cool houses. This is 12th Street. And I've got a couple choices coming up here about where to walk. It's like high school team maybe is out doing their cross-country training. There's a cool little footpath, bike path along Clear Creek that I spotted earlier, and I want to check that out if possible. Plus, there's a cool old cabin, log cabin up ahead. They've got some signs out. You know, we're in Golden, Colorado, and the signs out are the golden rule about expected behavior and mask wearing and stuff. I like it. It's pretty clever. And a good reminder that it's not about us, it's about other people. And I get to show you this cool house. and quite possibly a Labrador, a Labradorable, an old fella protecting his property up here. Maybe part lab. Hi there, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. Sweet old guy. Or gal. Whoa. I almost went down on that one. Who would have thought that this filming would be so good for my balance? And maybe a good reminder to pay attention to where I'm walking. Snow storage area, I like it. I think that is probably for overflow snow that they're removing, but it's a good reminder that snow is a good storage medium for water out west. In fact, in Austria and Switzerland, the Alps, I've seen where they'll, at the end of the season, they will pile it up and then cover it up with a white tarp in order to preserve it for the summer months. All right, now we're headed back east on this trail that probably has a more formal name. But I don't know what it is. Off to the left here, we have Clear Creek. Pardon my sniffles. I've yet to master the glasses and mask techniques. Here we go, golden rule. Mainly about actually using of the park. And then we have this hands-on history park here with this set of cabins. I assume it's sort of a living history thing that's open during the summer, maybe? It does give you an idea of what it must have been like 100 years ago, 160 years ago. Neat stone bison. For a state that doesn't have a lot of bison left, or if they have them, they're ranched. They have a lot of bison iconography. A little colonial nostalgia. Well, you can do a summer camp, fun. Hi there.
Hello.
Ooh, chickens. Fun. I should have mentioned that the very beginning of this video, we started off at the Golden Welcome Center, Visitor Center. If you're interested in that sort of thing, which I am sure you are. There's a whole neighborhood that extends out that direction. And then I think not too far up in the hills is the little town of Black Hawk, which I think has a casino. Again, if you're into that sort of thing. This looks like it's an access to the creek in the summer, maybe. I kind of wonder if they do kayaking and that sort of thing down here. Probably a good place for it. I guess that rock up there is called Castle Rock. You can see that. I don't know how far down this path goes or what it's called. I'll try to remember to look it up and put it in the description. There's a dog that's learning some obedience down there. Cute one. Hi there. Ooh, down here is a golden eye. Probably can't see it with that. Oh, it just dove under the ice. Hermit's Mill and Brewery. Looks like that's what this used to be. Some fun musicians. That'd be a great place for live music. And outdoor dining in better weather and better times. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I really like Golden. It's a pretty fun place. I'm sure, as I said, it's probably slammed in the summer. But they've done a great job rejuvenating it, renovating it, making it visitor friendly. And I hope that continues. All right, guys. I think that with that, we are going to wrap it up. We're a little shy of an hour here, but just keep walking if you need an hour. Who knows? Here's my favorite sculpture, fishing cowboy with a rope and a gun. Lots of action going on there. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you joining me on this walk. I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a comment down below. Let us know your stories, your history, your corrections, that sort of thing, as well as suggestions and that sort of thing. So click the like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Mainly tell your friends and come back next time. Until then, from Golden, Colorado, keep on stepping.